Hello and welcome. We're so excited to have you here for the holiday edition of the Disney Planning Workshop. I'm Rachel and I'm here with Becca and Ryan from Undercover Tourist. And today we're here to talk all things holidays at Walt Disney World Resort. Any trip to Walt Disney World is totally magical, but the holidays are truly an extra special time to visit.
Yes, and since holiday dates were just announced and holiday party tickets are on sale, we wanted to get together with all of you guys to help you walk through the ins and outs of planning a Disney World holiday vacation and answering any questions you might have so that you guys feel confident and ready to go.
Yes. And if you're new to Undercover Tourist, first, a little bit about us. Undercover Tourist is the largest authorized theme park ticket seller, and we've been in business for over 25 years. During that time, we've made it our mission to help families have their best vacation ever, whether that's through saving money with our discount tickets, sharing our top tips on our comprehensive blog, or even sharing estimated crowd levels using our #1 ranked free crowd calendar.
And Ryan, you may recognize him from our YouTube channel. He'll be our producer extraordinaire today. He'll be taking your questions for us to answer what's true in just a little bit.
Ryan, tell everyone a little about. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. We so are. Thanks for being here, Ryan. And Becca, you may also recognize from our social media accounts. She is our resident content specialist that covers Walt Disney World and Disney Cruise Line. Becca, can you tell us a little bit more about yourself?
Yeah, I also live right here in Orlando. I'm actually Ryan's neighbor, whether he likes it or not. I I live here with my husband and two teen boys, and we love visiting Disney World, especially during the holidays. It's literally one of my favorite times of the year. So I'm pumped to talk all things holidays at Disney World today. But we can't forget about you, Rachel. Tell us about yourself.
Yes, well, unfortunately, I am not neighbors with Becca and Ryan in Orlando. I'm actually based out of Austin, Texas, with my two teenage daughters and my husband. But we've been going to the Disney parks for a long, long time as a family. We try to go every year to Disney World in particular. And we've also made a few holiday visits. So excited to share more with you today.
I have a quick
Selfishly,
update for you guys. I just got
oh,
let know that the microphone was off for me. So I just want to say I'm
oh.
Ryan again. Thank you for the introduction. I'll just say it again real fast that I live here in Orlando. I'm near Disney World. I moved here with my family and two daughters back in 2019 just to be closer to the theme parks. And we're always very excited to share on the Undercover Tourist channel things like our ride videos, our shows, everything that's just happening in the theme park. So super excited to be here and share with you guys these tips today. So sorry for the interruption, but I was
No,
muted. So
I'm glad you hopped back in because we need to know all about Ryan.
Yeah,
yeah,
Yeah, he's an important part here at the Frog Pond. So,
for sure.
um,
thank you.
and Rachel, selfishly, I wish that you lived closer because we'd have so much fun in the theme parks. But here's a quick look at what we'll be covering today. We've only got 30 minutes, so we're going to be quick, but we're going to give you the basics on the holiday season, plus our personal favorite and top tips to keep that planning going even after we part ways.
Yes. Before we fully jump in, I'd be remiss not to share that Undercover Tourist can help you save on everything that we're talking about today. So, party tickets, multi day tickets, hotel stays, vacation packages, we can help you save on all of that. So, I'm going to share exactly what that looks like, and I'm going to share some of our special offers for the season during this workshop. So that way you can save even more on your holiday vacation.
We know that you'll have questions, and of course, we want to hear them. So, again, we're going to be going through a lot today, but don't worry, this video will be available on YouTube, and we're also going to link resources we reference here in the description. And at the end, we'll have a dedicated Q&A. Ryan, make sure your microphone's on. Can you
Yes.
explain to everyone how they can submit a question?
Of course, yeah. So over in the Q&A box, you'll see I added a little white box that's specifically for the Q&A. If you leave your comments in there, we will be sure to see them during our Q&A section close to the end because we want to be sure to get to those for you.
All right. Are you guys ready to jump in?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I will jump out and let you guys take it away.
Bye,
All right.
Ryan.
We'll see you in a little bit, Ryan.
See ya.
Thanks. All right. So Disney World during the holidays is an extra gift. The resort itself, which is actually twice the size of Manhattan, decks its halls, puts on special parties, and has so much festive fun to offer. Each of the theme parks is absolutely stunning and features festive treats, special decor, and more. It is truly such a special time, and so much is included with your admission to Disney World.
Speaking of what's included, I think it's also important to note, especially if you're a first timer, that either one of two Epcot festivals will be going on during the holidays. So the Epcot International Food and Wine Festival runs through November 22nd, and then from November 28th to December 30th, Epcot switches over to the Festival of the Holidays. You can enjoy the festivals with your general admission. You don't need a special ticket to attend these events. They are just happening within Epcot. We're going to go park by park here in a second and fill you in on all the details about these events, but just wanted to tell you about those Epcot festivals.
Well, there's plenty of holiday magic that is included with your regular park admission that Becca just teed up. There are two special holiday events that you may choose to add on to your visit, and those are Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party over at Magic Kingdom and Disney Jollywood Nights over at Hollywood Studios.
Right. And these are separately ticketed events that take place on select nights throughout the holiday season. You can see the calendars there. Regular park admission is not going to get you into these. So if you want to experience them, you'll need to purchase these separate tickets in advance.
That's right. No matter the park, like we said, daytime guests are going to have access to special holiday decor, Santa, treats and eats, merchandise for purchase, and none of that is going to require a separate party ticket. Let's take a look at what else you'll find in each of the four theme parks, plus our merry must-dos that you won't want to miss.
Okay, so let's start with Magic Kingdom, and I'm just going to go over what you can experience during regular park hours with your general admission. So, Magic Kingdom, like the other three theme parks, is going to get decked out with festive decorations. They're all along Main Street and in Town Square and in certain other areas of the park. The fan favorite Jungle Cruise attraction transforms into Jingle Cruise, and that is complete with Christmas decorations throughout. And then their punny script, it's going to flip and become a holiday script. So you'll hear holiday jokes. There's holiday music piped throughout the Dapper Dance. They'll sing holiday songs, and they'll even wear their Christmas vests and bow ties and hats, which is super fun. Also, in the evenings, there is the Frozen Holiday Surprise Show. This happens at Cinderella Castle. It's a Frozen themed stage show, so you'll see all the Frozen characters in their holiday outfits. And the ending is super fun because the castle lights up with wintry projections, which just kind of sets the stage for like the whole like holiday season at the Magic Kingdom. On non-party nights, you can still enjoy Happily Ever After, and you'll get to see the new nighttime parade, Disney Starlight, which is it's amazing. We got to see it the other night on opening night, and it's stunning. And it's definitely something Magic Kingdom needs since the parade hasn't been there for about 10 years. So, but what about Mickey's Very Merry, Rachel?
Yeah, so again, this is going to be the separately ticketed event that takes place at Magic Kingdom. So, Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party takes place select dates from November 7th to December 21st. You'll get access to Magic Kingdom as a party guest as early as 4 p.m. So, there's a little bit of mix in time before the party officially starts at 7 p.m. and it runs until about midnight. So, during that time, you're going to get access to exclusive entertainment like Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas Time Parade, Minnie's Wonderful Christmas Time Fireworks. You'll also get to stop by some cookie and cocoa stations, which are included as part of your party ticket. My personal favorite is the gingerbread. It's super convenient. They're all packed and ready to go, so they're separately packaged for you. You'll also find characters in their holiday best, and of course, you're going to find some low wait times for your favorite attractions at Magic Kingdom. Becca, what is your absolute favorite thing to do at Magic Kingdom for the holidays?
Yeah. So one of my favorite things is just to check out all the holiday decorations, but the giant Christmas tree goes up in Town Square and it goes up pretty quick in November, like just a few days after that last Halloween party. It is so pretty and I just once it's up, I'm there. I want to check it out. But also I just like to just take my time along Main Street, grab a coffee from Starbucks and just take it all in. I also think seeing that Frozen Holiday Surprise Castle show is pretty special. But also, if you're going to be visiting the week between Christmas and New Year, you'll actually be able get to watch the Mickey's Once Upon a Time Christmas Time Parade. Magic Kingdom will typically run it during that week during the daytime, usually twice. And also at night, we expect that Disney Starlight will also run. So also, you'll get to see the Christmas fireworks at Magic Kingdom between Christmas and New Year. Santa Claus, he meets at Storybook Circus, or he did last year. He'll meet somewhere in the park this year, and he'll meet during the day, and he'll also meet during the Christmas party. And then once Christmas Eve is over, Santa Goofy kind of steps in and takes over Santa's place, which is super cute and fun. They kind of keep the story rolling there.
I love it. Such a fun detail. Santa has to go back to the North Pole, so Santa Goofy takes over.
Yeah. Well, let's switch over to Hollywood Studios. What can we expect there?
Yeah, so over at Hollywood Studios, you'll find special character dining over at Hollywood and Vine at Minnie's Holiday Dine. So Minnie and friends will be in special outfits. You can book that at 60 days out from your trip, along with all of your other dining at Disney World. There's also nighttime projections on Tower of Terror. You'll also get access to new entertainment that just debuted, and those two new shows are Villains Unfairly Ever After and The Little Mermaid, a Musical Adventure. Plus, just for the holiday season, the Frozen sing along has a special ending with a holiday twist that we won't spoil for you, but it is so fun.
I won't spoil
Becca,
it. It's one of my
we will
favorite
not spoil it.
things.
Zero spoilers. Zero
Yeah,
spoilers.
one of my favorite things. Okay, so you talked about what's going on during the day. Jollywood Nights is the specially ticketed event that happens at Hollywood Studios. Like we mentioned, it's got a glitzy, elevated, retro Hollywood vibe, and you'll see all the festive decor throughout. And you'll also see a lot of folks dressing up for this occasion, which is super fun. At the party, you can experience special entertainment. There's Glisten, which is a live ice skating show that happens right in front of the Chinese Theater. There's the Nightmare Before Christmas sing along, the nighttime spectacular Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam, and there's Holidays in Hollywood, which is a live show hosted by Kermit and Miss Piggy. There's also the Twilight Soiree at the Tower of Terror Courtyard. There's a holiday fiesta near Rock and Roller Coaster, and even a Pixar themed disco party. In addition, you'll find rare characters. There's shorter wait times for rides, holiday snacks and cocktails, and there's even fun photo ops with special effects that are only at this party. So last year, I think we did the Glam Bot, and it's a super fun camera arm that takes a photo and like a video of your crew. But it only happens at this party, and it's super fun, and it's like one of our favorite things to do together as a team. So.
Yeah. You guys got like your own red carpet moment with the special, camera that comes in and whooshes around. You're your own celebrities at Jollywood
It's
Nights.
so fun. I can't even tell you how many times I like played back that video because it's so cute.
Yes, it's adorable.
I know. Now, what are your favorite things to do at Hollywood Studios?
I love so much. Again, we're going to talk a lot about vibes at each of these parks,
Yeah.
and each of the theme parks truly has their own vibe. So, over at Hollywood Studios, I really love the holiday decor along Hollywood Boulevard. I love that they add festive touches to Toy Story Land. Even Woody and Jesse meet in like some holiday outfits. You'll also find that Tower of Terror is wrapped in that holiday projection show for Sunset Season's greetings, and you might even find some Snope, which is the Disney World version of snow over in Orlando. Let's
I
jump over
love
to
it.
Epcot.
Yeah, so at Epcot, I mentioned it a little bit earlier, but at Epcot, what you'll experience during the holidays kind of depends on when you'll be visiting. So, up until November 22nd, we've got the Food and Wine Festival, and that includes those global food marketplaces and the popular Eat to the Beat concert series. concert series, excuse me. And then from November 28th through December 30th, Epcot celebrates the Festival of the Holidays. This is where you'll find the holiday storytellers around the World Showcase. There are the holiday food kitchens where you can try out holiday favorites. Celebrating holidays around the world. And also, you can experience the candlelight processional with celebrity narrators. This performance is a live reading of the Christmas story alongside a full choir and orchestra. There also are a couple of ride overlays. Living with the Land gets holiday lights and decorations. It's called the Glimmering Greenhouses. And then you can even spot Figment in his holiday sweater on Journey into Imagination.
He is so cute in his little sweater. I love it.
Yeah. Now, I know you love Epcot like me. What are the things that you are not missing when you go to Epcot during the holidays?
I have to tell you, filling out our must-dos and picking one was really tough at each of these parks, but I feel like you can't talk about an Epcot festival without talking about food. So I'm going to throw out some
Yeah.
of my favorites that have returned year after year in hopes that you can jot them down and get to experience them this year for those of you that are watching. But the sushi tree from Japan is one of my favorites. It is exactly like it sounds. It's going to be a crab-based sushi roll that they cut up and organize like a little Christmas tree. It's super cute. And my favorite item that I have had at any festival ever at Epcot is actually the frozen hot chocolate martini in France. So jot that one down. It's delicious. It's refreshing on some of those warm December Orlando days because you never know what kind of weather you're going to get in Orlando. We also always participate as a family in the cookie stroll. So within your festival passport, you're going to find a listing of cookies and you can cross those off as you go. And if you get all of the cookies on the cookie stroll, you actually get a little reward at the end. That's adorable. We also get a cookie jar as a souvenir because, again, since all of that food is so amazing, if we don't have room to eat all of those cookies, we stick them in our souvenir cookie jar and take them home with us for some extra Christmas cookies at the house. And then last but not least, like Becca mentioned, the candlelight processional really is a must see. It's moving, it's beautiful. The big draw for most people is the celebrity narrators that lead that Christmas storytelling. So we don't know who's going to be there yet for 2025, but we can give you a couple of the big names that were there last year and even in previous years. So last year, Olaf himself, Josh Gad was there one night, as was Whoopi Goldberg and Brendan Fraser. So really you get some big names that are coming into the candlelight processional.
I know, and it was 2023, but John Stamos was a narrator. Wouldn't miss that one. Loved it so much. But I also love that you take your cookies home with you, Rachel.
I'm not gonna let a cookie go to waste. I'll just say that.
Oh, I love that so much.
Yeah,
It's a
it
great
makes a
idea.
nice little souvenir. We have a few of them that we get out every Christmas and kind of set them on the table so we can remember.
Yeah, I've seen people say like bring sandwich baggies to like put your cookies in and then pop them in your
Yeah.
cookie jar so they'll last longer. But I love that so much.
Yeah, so that's a great tip too to bring some sandwich baggies. So if you're going to Mickey's Very Merry Christmas party, they're already prepackaged, ready for you to take home with you. If you're planning on the cookie stroll over at Epcot, bring a little Ziploc or decide that you're going to get a little cookie jar to take home with you because those are not prepackaged.
Yeah, good tip there. All right,
Yeah.
well, let's swing over to Animal Kingdom last, but certainly not least. Just like the other parks, you're going to get festive decor, music, special food offerings. Even Pandora gets decked out for the holidays, surprisingly. Upon entering, you'll be greeted by the adorable Merry Menagerie puppets. And there's also a Santa meet and greet. Last year, he met on the patio of Restaurantosaurus. And Mickey and Minnie greet in their adventure outfits, but they've got some holiday touches there too. So in the evening, there is the Tree of Life Awakenings Holiday Edition. These are the scenic, snowy, wintry projections that go across the Tree of Life, and they happen every 10 minutes after dark. But also, just to note that Animal Kingdom typically closes a little bit earlier in the winter, around 6 or 7. So this is one of those parks that you want to be up and at 'em early. Be there at rope drops so that you can make the most of your day. So, Rachel, I know from working with you that you love Animal Kingdom just as much as I do. What are your holiday faves there?
Well, first of all, that was a great tip, Becca, about looking at the park closing hours. That way you are ready for what the day has in store for you. But yes, Animal Kingdom is arguably my favorite park, and the holidays are no exception. I know we've talked a little bit about vibes of each of the parks during this live, but really all of Animal Kingdom is so peaceful, so serene, uniquely decorated in each of the different sections. You'll even hear special music that aligns with those different areas. For an example, you'll find Diwali over in Asia. So I really like to just kind of explore. I'll sit along Discovery River with a special holiday snack and listen to the tunes, see who might go by on a boat. But if I have to pick one thing that is a must do at Animal Kingdom, it is definitely that Merry Menagerie. And I know that we already showed a picture, but they are adorable. They are so lifelike. They're these animal puppets that'll greet you as you're entering and exiting Animal Kingdom, and they are a must stop.
I know. They're alive to me. In my mind, they're really alive. But but the way the puppeteers interact with you, you can pet them and you can hug them, and they're really, really special. So that is definitely a top pick for me too. So we are aligned there. Okay, so we've talked about the theme parks and the specialty ticketed events, but that's not all. There's still a ton more to do across the Disney World Resort. So, what are some other things that you're not going to miss, Rachel?
So, another area of Walt Disney World Resort that my family loves to visit is Disney Springs. So, again, you're going to find holiday decor there, but there's also something called a Christmas tree stroll. So, all across Disney Springs, you're going to find these holiday trees that are each decorated to a specific theme. So, it might be your favorite attraction at Disney World, it might be a new movie that's out, but they are so fun to stop and look for. And you can also grab a free guide around Disney Springs and mark each of those trees off as you go along with a sticker. So that way you can make sure that you find all of them, which is a great way to entertain littles as you're hopping around Disney Springs. Now, Disney Springs, for those unfamiliar, is known as Disney World's shopping, dining, and entertainment district. So it's also a great place to get some of that holiday shopping done and even has its own holiday shop for you to stop into if you're looking for a special ornament or other holiday decor. You're also going to find holiday food offerings there as well. Our personal favorite as a family is the Indiana Jones themed Jock Lindsay's Hangar Bar. We always like to stop in and try out their turkey croquettes, and they also have a hot chocolate fight. So if you're not in it for the frozen hot chocolate, there's also warm options for you to enjoy around the resort.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites too. That's a good call. Okay, so besides the theme parks and then Disney Springs, also we want to encourage you don't skip the Disney resorts during the holidays. Of course, if you're staying at a Disney World resort, you're going to explore the resort that you're staying at, but try and see some of the other resorts as well. They each get beautifully decorated with their own Christmas trees, garlands, wreaths, and which what's fun is that the decor or the resort's decor matches the resort's theming and style, which is super cute. So like over at Old Key West last year, I was just like in awe because all of the Christmas decorations were like beachy themed or like Key West themed. And I like got the idea in my mind and I want to like adopt it for my own decorations this year since I live in Florida. I'm like, oh my God, these are so, so cute. But just like the theme parks, they also have holiday treats and merchandise available for purchase. But every year together as a frog team and even with my family, we just do a little resort hopping just to take it all in just because they're so fun and beautiful. But also, the deluxe resorts, some of them go all out with the amazing gingerbread displays. And we get this question a lot, but if you're wondering, it is free. Even if you're not staying at a Disney resort, you can visit it. It's free. The easiest way is to take that Disney resort transportation. You can also drive your car, but if you do that, you'll and book a dining reservation for the table service restaurant at that resort. That way you'll be able to park and not be turned away. They get strict with that, especially during busy times like the holidays. So
For sure. Well, this is just scratching the surface of all the merriment that you're going to find across Walt Disney World Resort for the holidays. As you can see, there is so much to do. We recommend that you plan for a 5 to 7 day vacation so that way you're able to take it all in.
okay, so now that you know what to expect at the theme parks, Disney Springs, and the resort or and the resorts, I think your next question is probably what ticket should I buy?
Absolutely. Well, we recommend a multi-day tickets that way you're able to see and do it all. Over at Undercover Tourist, we mostly see families purchasing either a 4-day base ticket, which is great for first timers. That would mean you have one single day to enjoy each of the four theme parks, or a 3-day park hopper ticket, which would give you the ability to hop between multiple theme parks. If you're staying across the resort for 5 to 7 days and you're buying a 3 or 4 day ticket, that'll give you a couple of rest days to explore your hotel or hop over to Disney Springs.
Yes, party tickets are on sale now, and just as a heads up, these can sell out. So if you're thinking about um, attending one of the parties, you might want to act fast there. That way, you don't miss out on a date that you're looking to attend. We think of the parties as like a day at the theme park, but with all that holiday flavor mixed in. You should be able to get the big things done, especially with the lower crowds. However, if you're wanting to go all out and do it all, then that's where those multi-day tickets are great for, just getting it all in, hitting up the more traditional character meet and greets, seeing the daytime entertainment, etc.
Yes. And the question that we get a lot is which holiday party should we choose? Now, caveat, both parties are great for visitors of all ages, but we especially think that Jollywood is great for date night and those older kiddos. So, teens, tweens, young adults. It's got more of that glitzy glam vibe that we think lends itself really well to that older crowd.
Yeah, for sure. Um, and then Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party is a great fit for the whole family, but especially if you have younger kiddos, provided they can stay up late, of course, because you want to get your money's worth. But it has more of that traditional Christmas feel. It's like Christmas embodied, like at Magic Kingdom. It's so special. But lots of people, you'll see lots of people wearing just holiday outfits, holiday ears, and even people in their Christmas jammies.
Absolutely. So, like I mentioned earlier, Undercover Tourist offers year round discounts on Disney World tickets, including those multi day and base tickets I just talked about. But we also offer discounts on Jollywood Nights and Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party tickets. Undercover Tourist also offers a 365-day refund policy, so that way you're able to purchase with confidence. On top of our everyday savings, there's an extra special promo going on right now. So, right now, you can actually save an extra $20 off of your Disney World Resort theme park ticket order of $1,000 or more with the code HOLIDAY.
And here's another tip. When you look at undercovertourist.com, you'll see a calendar with pricing by date for any of the date-based tickets, including the party tickets.
When booking your Disney World vacation, you can also save big when you buy Disney World packages. And all that that means is that you're bundling your Disney World tickets and your hotel stay together, which also then unlocks the option to add on a Disney dining plan. So that transitions us. Let's talk a little bit about where to stay for your Disney World holiday trip.
Oh, one of my favorite topics, the Disney resorts. So, staying at a Disney World hotel is magical all year, but the holidays are even more special, in my opinion. So, staying on site makes it super easy. There's a lot of benefits as far as early theme park entry and using resort transportation, amongst others. So, we always recommend staying at a Disney World resort.
Exactly. And when it comes to where to stay for a holiday visit, there's no bad picks. So the holiday magic, like we mentioned, definitely does not end at the theme parks. It extends to the Disney World Resort hotels, each of which will be decorated in line with their unique theming, like Becca was saying at Old Key West. And there's options for every budget. But there are a few resorts that you may want to consider this time of year for their convenient location in respect to the theme parks and those special events we've been talking about, or for those fan favorite gingerbread displays.
Right, meaning that you might choose your resort just based off of proximity for convenience. So, if you're attending Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, these parties run late up until midnight for Mickey's Very Merry, 12:30 for Jollywood. So the Contemporary and the Grand Floridian are the closest. They're walking distance to Magic Kingdom. There's also the Polynesian Resort, and you can get to all of those resorts using the monorail. There's also boats, and if they're running, you can hop on one of those to hop over to the Wilderness Lodge and the Fort Wilderness Campground.
That's right. And you can also take the Disney Skyliner to Disney's Hollywood Studios, including Jollywood Nights and Epcot from these Disney resorts: Caribbean Beach Resort, Pop Century Resort, Art of Animation Resort, and Riviera Resort.
Yes, the Yacht Club, Beach Club, Boardwalk Inn, Swan and Dolphin, those are all walking distance to Epcot. And you can also catch a friendship boat to any of the Epcot resorts and to Hollywood Studios. In addition, we talked about those gingerbread displays already, but confirmed for this year, just so you know, is Disney's Beach Club, the Yacht Club, Contemporary Animal Kingdom Lodge, and the Boardwalk Inn.
Undercover Tourist offers savings on Disney World tickets, hotel stays, and Disney World packages. And there's a special promo going on right now to help you save even more. Right now, you can save up to 35% on a Walt Disney World Resort hotel stay when you book a hotel and ticket offer. Plus, you'll get up to a $100 Disney dining and shopping promo card for this promo.
Nice. So the sooner you can book your stay, the better availability, especially during the holidays where it books up super quick. Plus, Undercover Tourist now offers a flexible deposit option for Disney vacation packages and hotel stays. That means that you can lock in your Disney World holiday visit today for just $200, then pay the remainder 30 days prior to check-in, which is pretty awesome.
It's so convenient. That essentially means that you can walk in today, pay your $200 deposit, and know that your holiday vacation is locked in. Love it.
Boom, 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 boom.
All right. Thanks for bearing with us through all of that information. We hope that that was helpful. It is now time. We're so excited. Time for that Q&A. Ryan, can you pop back on and share with us some of the questions we might have gotten?
Of course, we got some good questions here, and we're going to take some time to answer them. I'm just going to jump right in since we're running up to close to that time. But here's a really great question that we got early on. If your original reservation is already done with Disney, can you still purchase a Christmas party ticket from us, Undercover Tourist, and still connect them to a reservation easily?
Yes,
It's a great
of
question.
course you can, provided that the holiday tickets are still available. Because, like we said, those can book up really fast.
Easy. That was a good one. Definitely. So here's another one. Do you need to get a park ticket to go to the other parties? Like, is that a requirement? Just want to make sure that is understood.
Yeah, so those special event tickets, so Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party and Jollywood Nights are two separate tickets. So if you're wanting to attend both of those, you would need a separate ticket for each of those events.
And just for a little add on to that, I mean, would you recommend doing that? Getting a ticket for the full day and then still going to the party later?
I think it depends on what you're looking for. So I know that Becca, sorry, I'm answering when it's Becca's turn. So I'll turn it over to her after this. But I think it really depends on what you're looking for. I think there's so much holiday fun that happens during the day that we teed up, and there's lots of extra add-ons during those evening events. So I think it really depends on your family and your interests, but you can't go wrong with either party. And I think both are exceptional add-ons to your vacation.
Yeah, I definitely agree. That's great. Here's a great question about I think this was about the Epcot Festival of the Holidays. Someone asked, where do you get those papers that you stamp for the cookie hunt?
Oh, the festival passports.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, so the cookie stroll will be listed in the festival passport, and you can get those right upon entering. They typically have a little kiosk there, and you'll see them all there. But also, you'll find them around the World Showcase and at select like merchandise shops. So you'll see them everywhere. And I feel like every time I go to purchase like a holiday snack at one of the food kitchens, I also see them at the cash registers, and the cast members will even remind me and say, "Oh, do you need another holiday festival passport?" And they're really good at reminding me to get it stamped. So you'll have no problem finding those. They're all around.
Yeah, they're like everywhere. So
I pick up two because I
Yeah.
usually lose one.
That's smart. That's good.
And so I pick up two, but I've even lost both and then have to like another because you're juggling like all your
Yeah.
snacks and your cookies and
That's true.
I think if you have kids too, even if they can't read, grab some for the kids because they're stickers. Like it's fun for them to just flip through. So get one for everybody in your party. Like Becca said, they're there as you walk in, and then you can start stamping.
Oh yeah, I've got
Yeah.
my two girls, but we all still get one. Four books for the whole
Mhm.
festival. It's just a little added fun. Another
I
great
like it.
question. Someone had mentioned that they heard the gingerbread house at the Grand Floridian will not be there today, but do other resorts do gingerbread, and which ones do?
Yeah. Since I answered, Rachel can take this one.
Yeah, so Becca teed up those resorts. So that is correct. This year there's some construction going on. There's a refurbishment going on at the Grand Floridian. So there will not be that signature gingerbread going on there, but there's still gingerbread that will be taking place at the other resorts. And those are going to be Disney's Beach and Yacht Club. And Beach Club usually has this ornate working carousel. It's insane. It is so detailed. And they usually stick with a different theme every year too. So you'll see that the different horses on the carousel are sometimes themed to different movies. So you'll want to take some time in there to pay attention to the details and watch it. But like Becca was saying, it was life size. Like it's crazy. It looks like you can actually get on this gingerbread carousel and
Yeah.
ride it if you wanted to. So it's insane. So Beach Club, Yacht Club, Contemporary also has a display. Animal Kingdom Lodge has a display, and those are adorable animals. So you'll see some gingerbread giraffes and zebras that'll blow your mind. And then Boardwalk Inn also has a display. So gingerbread is still happening, just not at the Grand Floridian this year, but definitely still worth hopping around and seeing those.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I just want to add, last year, actually, Nick, another member from our team, and I went around to each of those resorts that had gingerbread displays to check them out and look at the treats. So if you want to see what they're like from last year and where to go and kind of what the plan is, check that out. I will add that video to our description once this is over too, if you want to see that. So
Yeah.
another good question is, where can you find Belle for a meet and greet in her Christmas dress?
Mm.
Oh,
Yeah.
in her Christmas dress?
Yeah. Is that a thing?
I know she meets around the World Showcase during the Christmas time in her Christmas dress in the France Pavilion. I can't remember if she switches to her Christmas dress in her little show at Magic Kingdom. I can't remember.
So less the show, and I think that she's there at the party in her dress. Is that right, Ryan?
Yep. Yeah, I think that's correct.
Yep. So we have a great comprehensive guide that we put out on where you can find each of the characters at Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. So we'll share that once that's available. Nothing's confirmed yet for 2025, but stay tuned to all of our socials. We have lots of great resources on our blog and otherwise that we'll share out. So that way you can mark down your favorites and you'll be able to see exactly where to find Belle while you're there.
Perfect. And just, I'm going to backtrack a little, add back onto the gingerbreads because someone asked if we know when those gingerbread houses pop up. So maybe, that's, I feel like they're up here and there. So I wanted to make sure we answered that one too.
Yeah. It's a great question. So we get asked a lot, when does Disney World decorate for Christmas? Because if you looked at those dates, Very Merry Christmas Party starts before the start of the official holiday season at Disney World. So gingerbread, for sure, we can say will be up by that first day of the holiday season. However, you might see some getting installed here and there. So if you're there earlier, you may be some of the lucky few that actually get to see this getting installed in these resorts. But as of that first day of the holiday season, you should see those up, and you should also see all of the decorations up across the resort.
Yeah, so November 14th, but also they kind of build on them throughout the season. So like if I visit a resort, there's like little additions that kind of get added throughout the time, throughout the holiday season, which is kind of fun. And sometimes if you're there at the right time, you can even watch them build it because they build it right in the middle of everybody kind of coming and going, which is super cool.
Yeah. The other thing I don't think we mentioned about the gingerbread houses is not just, again, I'm going back to cookies, I'm sorry, but as you go to look at these gingerbread displays, part of the fun is that they have these little bake shops in the same area. So you can actually go and get some gingerbread while you're there. You can get some hot chocolate. So there's more to it than just kind of looking at these gingerbread houses. There's some treats and fun stuff for you to indulge in as you're experiencing it as well.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that's my favorite part, probably.
Yeah, and I think the recipe is like you can actually buy the gingerbread. That's the recipe that they actually use to like build the actual like displays, which is pretty cool.
Mhm.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
like real
Very fun.
gingerbread. 'Cause it's not as yeah.
All right. Well, I think we're going to wrap up our Q&A section because we let it go over just a little bit. But if you have additional questions that we didn't get to that you did put in the chat or that you haven't asked, feel free to still ask them even after this is posted, and we'll make sure to still get to those for you.
Yeah, we'll still answer those. So great. All right. Well, this has been so much fun. Don't forget to head over to undercovertours.com to save money on your holiday vacation and go in ready to slay. I had to with our helpful planning content, including all of the helpful resources that you've seen here. And we hope you have the best holiday visit to Disney World.
That's right. And be sure, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel just so you don't miss any of those additional videos that we're always sharing to help you with your trips and these live videos. So thank you again.
Thanks, Ryan. And thanks,
Yeah.
Becca. And thank all of you so much for being here with us today. We would love your feedback. We hope that you found all of this informational and helpful. So keep an eye out on your email for a survey from us and an email with all of the resources and deals that we talked about in today's workshop. All right.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, thanks.
Goodbye. Bye.